Ninjago Legacy has given us some great sets in the past. We've gotten some absolute gems such as the Monastery of Spinjitzu, the Bounty, you name it, Legacy has done it all. Moving into 2022 though, this is the opportunity for Legacy to provide us with some absolutely amazing Ninjago sets, at least in my opinion. So recently, Legacy has moved on to the Possession set, we got some in the Winter Wave, and we are going to be getting a few more for the Summer Wave. This means one thing. Season 6 Legacy, I think it's very possible, and I do also believe we are going to be seeing this next year, most likely starting with the January wave. If you know me, you'd know Season 6 is my favourite season, and so I'm very passionate about this topic. Today, we are going to be looking at 5 sets they could potentially remake for 2022. Let's get into this. So number 1, the obvious choice, the Misfortune's Keep. The first time around, this set received some extremely mixed responses from the fans, and yeah, I do agree that some parts of the set were a little on the questionable side of things. I really do think that if it had a full revamp, it had the potential to be such a phenomenal set, and honestly, I'd love to see that. It'd also be a good opportunity to include a Legacy Nadakan minifigure, maybe a few Legacy variants of some other Sky Pirates, and of course include the Ninja. With all of this included, the set would be a must-buy, and I'd definitely be going out of my way to pick this thing up, because it'd just be great. Next up, I've decided to include the Raids Appellant in my list. Now, at the time, this was a pretty good set. As far as I'm aware, it was around £20 in price. I might be slightly wrong on that, but it was something like that. But if they could just bump up the price to maybe around £35 to £40, make the set bigger and chunkier, it'd be great. One of my main complaints with this set originally was the lack of space. There just wasn't much room at all to hold minifigures, so if they could improve on that, which they very easily could, this set also has a high potential for what it is. Since Legacy doesn't just stick to one season for each wave, I've decided to throw in a Season 2 set here, and I've chosen the Garmatron. This thing was such a beast within the show, but the set version, I wasn't really a fan of it if I'm being completely honest. It looked a bit bare, and it just didn't resemble the true Garmatron that was present within the TV show. Also nowadays, the set looks horribly outdated, but now is the perfect time to give this thing a full-on redesign. Fill it with way more detail, make it actually show accurate, keep all the same shaping, etc. Include some great minifigures. Maybe they could create an Overlord Spirit piece and include it in this set. Just random thoughts I had. But anyways, if that was present in a new Legacy Garmatron set, it would easily be another must-buy from me. Next, I've included a set that seems to have just been forgotten about by the community. Myself too, I only just remembered this set even existed a few days ago, but I do think there's a reason as to why this set hasn't been remembered. One key thing is the head. That alone brings this set down so much. Brick-built heads are very hit or miss, and here I believe it was honestly a huge miss. It looks really ugly, so if they could redesign this set with an actual moulded head, I think that'd be one major improvement. Even aside from that, however, I think this set just needs an increase in price, and an increase in pieces with that. I can't help but feel as though it's just slightly too small, and for that reason alone, this set simply isn't quite as good as it could be. Now finally, to spice things up, I've gone for the Ronin Rex set. Very good set for the time, to be honest, and I still think it's pretty good to this day. However, I think it could be way better. The old one looked slightly messy in some areas, so they could definitely work on fixing up that. The cockpit is another thing. It just isn't that great in all honesty. It's almost a bit too small and way too clunky looking, so they could definitely work on making that better, giving it a proper finalised cockpit area to store Ronin and maybe 2 or 3 other minifigures. I think if just those 2 things were improved on, this set has great potential, and I'd certainly be considering picking this one up. That being said, we have taken a look at the 5 sets I really want to see be remade in 2022. I'm aware that most of these probably won't be remade into Legacy sets, at least not next year, but we can always hope and always predict. As always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like on it. If you're interested in seeing even more videos just like this one and a lot more, make sure you're subscribing and turning on post notifications to never miss out on the latest Ninjago news and content. Anyway, with this all being said, I will see you all in my next one.